Going live, going live. You're live. It says we're live, Chuck. Oh my gosh, we're back. This has been the night from hell.
That is
so loud. Stop doing that.
That's the celebration sound.
You were peaking the audio.
I know. I know.
This has been the night from hell. I don't know what, like, yours
You're
is...
not making it better by doing that.
Mine is
You're
still
making
really
everything
low, so
more
I don't know.
miserable.
I think it's me. I think Chuck hates me, and he no longer wants my audio to work. I don't blame him because I'm really fucking loud.
Well, you know, these two microphones are twin sisters.
So one of them has to work and one doesn't?
You know what? I think we always have had one that was a little bit weaker. And
Usually it was you.
I remember when I finally numbered them so we knew which one was which. And I got one number and you got the other number.
And then we've stuck with that number since.
Yeah. And it seems like
you're number one and I'm number two.
Yeah.
I'm number two.
At least I can still stand up.
I have to sit down when I pee.
That was funny. No, you're number two.
Oh. Sorry.
Did I ever tell you the time we went camping? A buddy of mine actually did not realize he hadn't got his britches all the way down and he number two'd in his britches.
Oh, that's terrible.
That makes for a shitty camping trip.
Get it? Get it?
Talk about electroplating.
Well,
I haven't even got
like a couple things. Our intro is how we're doing. Of course, that was one, but you guys didn't hear.
Then the contest is number two. We have never got past number two, and we're going to skip number three, which is the Etsy store and the Blaster Pro.
Etsy.com/shop/BlasterPro for all your blaster needs, or of course, BlasterProShop.com if you actually want to see what's out there.
I'm not opening up the word back.
That's fine.
It might crash.
Yeah. We're not even fucking with any of that tonight. Anyway, next thing. Number 4.
Oh, wait. I'm not supposed to touch it.
Yeah, you were outlawed from... If anybody wants to watch something fun, what's the name of that video?
Oh, Blaster. Matt drops a blaster.
Matt
drops a blaster. It's on this channel.
On this channel.
It's short and it's fun.
It's depends on how it is. Is this now? Yes.
Yeah.
This is now. No,
that
was then. This is
now.
When is now? Now is now.
How do we get back to then?
We can't.
We passed it. When will then be now?
Now.
Soon. We used to do that at the gas station. Orange gas station. All right. So the Mando bucket, $50. Or if you want it mailed out, $65. We got a few more B casts. We're making a second run, a smaller run than the first run. Several of them, several have already been spoken for. So if those are going to end up going up on the Etsy page and on Facebook later on this week because there's a few spots left.
Once they go up on the Etsy store, they will go up in price. Shut up, Chuck.
Shut up, Matt. No, anyway, so here they are. The mold is still performing
adequately.
Yes. So, yeah, there'll be some more available. This will be the last time because the mold is it's still doing a great job. You see the helmet now. But there's a few things like the little spots in the keys have broken out. So
how's the ear cap?
That's more cleanup. And there's a little cleanup in one ear.
Wait, like you forget, I'm not supposed to.
You're not allowed to touch the Lazy Susan. Exactly.
Like I bought it for him, but I'm not allowed to touch it because I keep messing it up.
Because he breaks stuff. He pulls the Rodney. We were worried about Rodney powering this to shoot things off, and apparently we don't need to do that. Matt will do that for us. But anyway, there's the Mando bucket. I'm going to skip. I'm not skipping 5, but I'm moving 6 to 5. Next month, Hayden and I were discussing a few things about show ideas, and something popped up. And you know what? I've never shown off.
Ew.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. What haven't you shown off?
Besides that, the big one.
Oh, and no, it's not your penis.
The MG34.
Oh, okay. That works.
So next month, we're going to do a whole month-long discussion about my masters and how I come up with them. Some of them are real when I can find real things. And then the process when I can't find the real thing, how I go down the line to get what I need to make accurate props. So that's what next month's we'll have a month-long discussion about that, and every time I'll have examples. In the very beginning of the month, next in April, will be the actual real props or the real things I have for replicating, and that's when we'll have the MG34 out and a bunch of stuff like that.
Fun.
So that's what we're going to do in April. And then something I wanted to do tonight, but the mail didn't get it here in time. Is this right here, Matt? I wanted you to play with that.
I'm not falling for that again.
Go ahead. One side's got. There you go. Pull it out and tell me what you think. Not going to explode. Don't worry about it. What is in there?
Electroplating rods.
No. The welding rods.
Welding rods.
Welding rods. I have.
Paper in here too. Hold on.
What's in there?
Some sort of paper.
Oh, wow. I didn't even see that. Is that a
Nickel.
Yes.
Nickel iron cast electrode.
Yeah. Give me the specs on that. How much nickel is in there in these rods?
Washington alloy nickel 99 is recommended for all.
Well, it says in the title of what it is.
Nickel 99 ENCI cast iron electrode.
Yeah, for when you're welding cast iron, you need to use nickel. And one of the best sources for if you wanted to do electroplating, nickel is one of the places like you would go for like a silver type finish.
These are size 1/8 of an inch. So
yes.
3.2 millimeters by 14.
Yep. So anyway, a good source for nickel anodes, or is it cathodes? Is it the cathode or the anode? Okay. Well, anyway, the best source is nickel welding rods. You can get these nickel welding rods. They're actually cheaper than the if you went and bought regular nickel anodes, and they're only 99% nickel also. So these are actually a little bit cheaper. So I have, I think there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 welding rods in here. And what you do is you take a hammer and you hammer off the flux.
Capacitor?
Yes. So basically, when you weld, you have
I know what flux is.
You have to protect the weld from actually oxygen.
Yeah.
So every one of these rods is got a flux coating on there.
Okay.
That will shield the weld as you strike it. Bzzz. You saw me arc weld. A funny story. When we started working on the speeder bike, the very first day we required welding, we killed my MIG welder.
Oh man!
Remember the Lincoln died?
Yeah.
So we ended up stick welding the entire speeder bike.
Yep.
And but anyway, so this is for arc welding. So what you need to do, or what I'm going to do, or what I have already done on this one, is strip away all of the flux. So I have a 99% nickel.
I once made a room with bars without using nickels. It was Nicholas Cage.
Sorry, sir. I will do better not to do that next time.
That was a funny joke, everybody.
That's pretty good. So anyway, we had a discussion.
I wasn't laughing because I didn't find it funny.
Because you're not funny.
Fozzie Bear isn't funny.
Fozzie Bear is hilarious.
The joke is that his jokes never land.
That and he is extremely flustered and frustrated.
What a national treasure.
Which one? You, Matt?
Nicholas Cage.
Oh, Nicholas Cage. National treasure.
We're still going on it. Come on.
It's like dad joke night.
Waka,
what was the one I did
waka.
earlier? He doesn't. He's not going to be a participant tonight.
He's not. He's just going to be
Did I ever tell you? Here's a funny Hayden story. We were at Epcot, and we went through the aquarium.
Are you talking about?
We were at the aquarium, so we spent a little too much time at the aquarium. This was the era of Finding Nemo, so the aquarium at Epcot was all Finding Nemo themed. So we left there and we started going around, the big lake and everything, and visualing. No, we didn't find them. Yeah, they had plenty of clownfish, but anyway, you could see all the early pictures of Hayden. He's happy, he's having fun, and then it's just like click. He's hungry now. He's like
hungry,
crappy little kid, Hayden. And he's like, Hayden, we're taking a picture. Hayden, we're doing this. Yeah. So for like an hour, everything, you try to take good pictures and do all that family vacation stuff, and he is not a participant at all. Then we stop at the U.S. one, the one right in the middle at the top for the USA, and you get hamburgers and cheeseburgers and all that stuff at it. We fed him, and then he's perfectly fine.
That makes perfect sense to me.
He couldn't even smile for a picture.
Yeah, that makes sense. I'm right. I'm right here with you.
I'm hungry. Don't take my picture. You were in a stroller.
I am right here with you. I'm right here.
Oh, so you guys are turning on me.
No.
You'd have to assume we were with you to begin with.
So anyway, if anybody knows, has been following along over the last several years, one of my big things I've always wanted to do is to be able to metal plate props, because they're nothing.
But we've never had it actually work.
We've tried many times. But there's a few things we never have tried. And this time we're going to try
to take a welder to one of your plastic helmets.
Absolutely not. And it's not even going to. So I have.
That's funny. I don't care what you say.
I have a few theories or a few ideas on ways of doing this that we can do down here. And one of those is using this material right here. And this is weld number 2. It's weld through copper rich primer. There you go. And Matt, could you do me a really?
I don't know what you're about to ask, but
I'm gonna ask you to read the very top of this.
Wait, isn't this the same stuff we used before?
Yes.
Are you talking about the fast drying speed of?
Yeah. Start with high adhesion.
High adhesion superconductive primer, offering excellent rust and corrosion protection when applied to panels prior to resistance spot MIG TIG welding. High concentration of copper in the dry film, superior conductivity, clog-free nozzle, and fast drying speed up the welding process.
It's about $40 a can.
I don't want
it. So anyway, the plan is
that's more expensive
to coat what I want to electroplate.
You made him laugh.
He is laughing, yes. So one of our test subjects is this flash suppressor.
Okay.
And as you can tell in the
it's copper,
it is coated. Hey, Matt asked earlier, what's that funny smell?
It's copper.
It's the power of copper. So anyway, I've sprayed 3 coats of copper.
Get this over here. Let me see that.
That is the greatest stuff in the world. I mean, you waste your whole night. So I've sprayed 3 coats of this. I sprayed 3 coats of this on this flash suppressor. Now, I need I need this nickel in liquid form. Smelt it? Yes. No. Well, for later projects, I need more, but I already have some for earlier attempts. So this is a nickel solution right here.
That's nickel?
That is nickel.
Why is it green?
Because it's in a solution form. You know, it's funny. Liquid. Copper, if you had copper in a solution form, it would be blue. Do you know that? Yeah.
All I know is that the...
All right, what does that say right there on the label?
Periodic table is Cu for copper.
Cu?
Cu. Which part am I supposed to read, sir?
Just read it.
Danger if swallowed?
Yeah, it is dangerous if you swallow it.
I'm asking, where do you want me? For use of...
just right there.
Okay. For use You can dump out my candy like
Sorry.
that. You're going to dump out my candy like that. Used with Caswell plug-and-plate system using stainless wand and 4.5 volts DC. Clean part and water break test. Dip wand in solution and apply into metal.
Actually, all I wanted you to do is just read that.
Oh, plug in. You pointed here. I don't know what you wanted.
I pointed at the big
plug
bowl.
and plate nickel solution.
That.
You already saw that. Like,
all right, nickel. Anyway, here you go. You want to hold it? There you go.
I'm not doing anything else.
Okay. So, the first attempt will be with that nickel solution on this right here. It says not to drink it.
Shit.
See, Hayden's back.
I gave him some candy.
So
Of course, he cracks the computer with candy.
So I have.
Okay, I'll stop.
So what we want to do down here is be able to nickel plate some of these props to get a real metal finish. Is the whole plan, the whole idea, and I'm excited about this. I'm almost 75% sure this is going to work. But if this does not work, I have a fallback. I have several other ideas on things to use, and the next one is
use that.
Yeah, but I'm going to use it in a different way. Is graphite. Graphite conducts electricity, but if the copper doesn't work, we're going to actually have to use the graphite. Okay, because I have done enough research. You have to use the graphite, and then you have to copper plate the graphite, and then nickel plate.
So this is definitely not the $30 solution.
Yeah, the $30 solution here is a paint job.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying.
No, but it would be cool. I have enough stuff right now to make a gallon of nickel solution. So I'm going to start working on that this week. Hayden and I, the only reason we're not even doing any of that tonight is because
Hayden kept messing with things.
No, the nickel rod showed up way too late.
Oh, yeah, that's it.
No, seriously. Oh, so Daryl says, let's do it now. We can do it now.
I don't want to do it now.
Hayden doesn't want to do it now. Hayden wants to document this, just make a how to or how not to tutorial. But you know what?
Really, they have to do that type of stuff when I'm not here, or else I interrupt. And then he has to edit me out.
Well,
Go back and look at some of the videos. It's funny. You'll notice I start to say something, and then all of a sudden it cuts back to Chuck talking.
So when we originally started doing this, I had bought an electroplating kit, but it was a wand kit. So you actually dip the wand in the solution.
Kazam!
And then you did this. And it kind of put nickel on here. Yes, it did. It did, but it didn't put it on fast enough and thick enough to make any real difference. It just kind of, it didn't work. It did not work the way I wanted it to work. If you sat there for 100 hours and rubbed that nickel solution on there, it would have eventually got where you wanted to be. So anyway, next week we'll have this up and running. I'll probably set this experiment up on Monday night so it can run overnight.
Well, you won't be able to show it on Tuesday because
oh yeah, that's right.
Tuesday's a giveaway.
It's a giveaway. Maybe we'll do it. We've never done that where we'll just throw in something extra on Tuesday night.
You still got to you got to talk Aaron or Deb into being your Vanna.
That's tomorrow night. If we can get either one of them out here, because they both weren't here last week.
I wonder. We might be able to get Kathy. She might do it.
Are we really doing Jeopardy?
We are going to
do
at this point, without Matt, I'm actually second guessing.
Why? Yeah, I've already set up 90% of it.
I know.
It's just the numbers don't go away.
I know, and then I have to add in all the things, and I'm afraid it's not going to work right. And No, you want no.
What do you mean you have to add in the things? I can add in the things.
We did
It's
family
a
feud
living
last.
document. You can save it with Rodney. Rodney can add things in. I'm just saying.
Because last month we did Family Feud.
So
Family Feud.
So, okay, the default, if we can't get anything to work, it'll be 20 questions. Caravan of Courage, 20
we're not
questions.
talking about that. Why are we Caravan of Courage?
That's what the giveaway is going to be
That
over.
would be way easier to do it like that.
Caravan of
It would be
Courage.
easier, yes, because then we got to, because we'll have to come up with.
Assuming that Rodney shows up.
Yeah, Rodney has been very, he's been about as reliable as Matt. Although Matt does give us a week's notice sometimes too.
If I'm able to. This one, you got a whole month.
Yeah, Rodney does not give us any notice.
Like you said, you're going to be here next month? Yeah, I'm going to be here. And then, no, I'm not.
But anyway, we're doing the nickel plating. It's something I want to do just to see if I can do it. And I might actually, if it works out and it's easy to do, I might like to do some of my flash suppressors with the nickel.
It all depends on how hard it is to do, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if it's something as simple as prepping it, getting ready to put on a blaster, and then spraying it with the I mean, of
$40 worth of stuff.
Of course, I would have to raise the price of some of the blasters, but there's only a few blasters. Well, only the
but then you're going to go back and cover it in
Empire Strikes Back. Only the Empire Strikes Back.
Then you're going to go back and, you're gonna cover it in dirt and muck.
But
so
it's
that
going to
not
look better that
marks.
way. It's going to look better that way.
I don't know.
Why?
'Cause I haven't seen it.
Okay. Well, anyway, only the ESB and Return of the Jedi DL44s would have the electroplated flash suppressor.
Okay.
As of now, as what I have in inventory, those would be the only things that would fit.
And then somehow you would.
Maybe eventually, wouldn't it be cool to do this?
I think it'd be great. We've already had that conversation, but for some reason you don't raise your prices to
meet
adjust.
demand.
No, not demand.
Meat cost.
Quality and cost.
All right. Well, the quality is what it is because the mold is in a on its backside. So instead of 100,
It's a B cast.
instead of 125, they're 50 or 65 for shipping.
75.
65.
Until they go up on the store, and they'll be a little bit higher.
But once I say this mold is done, this mold is absolutely done. It'll go into the shredder and into the garbage. Actually, it'll
I'll
probably
keep it around just so I can.
it'll probably actually be given to someone who wants to learn how to do stuff, but they
Oh,
can't.
that's not me then.
Yeah. But the new mold, I actually purchased the material. Where's it at?
I don't know.
Probably upstairs.
Probably upstairs, he says.
No, there it is. There's two new brand
gallons
new.
right there,
Right
yeah.
over. Yeah, all rebound, brand new rebound.
Nice.
So that will be for the new mold, and I'm coming up. I have an entirely new way of doing these.
I hope it's not
sock
completely
molds.
new. I would assume you would have just built off what you've already done. It shouldn't be brand new.
I am building off of all of my former mistakes, even the mistakes I made with this mold.
That was a pretty solid. I mean,
This is a very solid mold, yes. And you're right. It probably would pass muster against most other people's helmets,
It would.
but it doesn't pass my muster.
Hold on. What time is it? I got to write this down. He said I was right. 23 minutes in.
Seventh take tonight.
Seventh take. Or was it sixth or seventh take? Chuck said, Matt's right. It is now written down. I know exactly where it is. So unless
All right.
Aiden deletes it, I'm good to go.
So, I mean, that's all we got. I mean, we've been.
He's going to edit it later and just skip over that section.
We're just taking you completely out. He's got a matte placeholder he can put in.
I completely believe you.
He also has a truffle shuffle he can throw in.
I gave him that, and it was from last week, wasn't it?
Yes, it was written down.
I wrote it down so that we would have that.
Truffle shuffle right here.
Truffle Shuffle on March 15th. Because you couldn't find it before.
So anyway.
And I am dead sexy.
Yeah. I say we just go ahead and do a recap. This has been a terrible night. Technical difficulties all the way around.
Yeah.
The electroplating stuff, I'm super excited about it.
I think it's going to be great.
I'm excited. I want to do it. It's something I've been trying to.
I just don't want you to get your hopes too high.
My
and
hopes
get 'em
are never
squashed.
super high because I
Yeah,
know
they are.
everything.
They're- like every time we've done this electroplating, they've been super high. And then
Okay, all right.
then you get depressed for like 3 weeks afterwards.
All right. Okay. Well, anyway, let's recap.
It's like we're married.
This month's contest will be next week.
Next,
On the 29th, the last Tuesday of the month, we're giving away a DL21 Hoth Rebel Blaster, also carried by Dengar. This is not, Matt actually said, no, I can't give away the Imperial version, which is
no,
a version.
we had a vote. Remember?
Oh, that's right. I got outvoted. Either way, the Imperial version is my favorite version. Lieutenant Wren's Endor version. But we have
If you really wanted to do that, all you have to do is pop off the fins and you're ready to go.
Yeah, exactly. It's the same blaster. And it's going to be Jeopardy
This
Caravan
is Jeopardy.
of Courage. If you don't know Caravan of Courage, go on Disney Plus and punch in Caravan of Courage.
Worst Star Wars, third worst Star Wars options.
No, with
Can't really defend that at all.
it is also available in VHS quality on YouTube. So anyway, there's no reason you can't find Caravan of Courage. Our backup plan, if we can't get Jeopardy to work properly, will be 20 questions, straight up 20 questions, trivia, which seems like forever since we've done trivia. It seems like forever since we've done 20 questions of trivia. So anyway, also stay tuned. Next week we might do 5 minutes on nickel plating and see how it works. You can tune in for that. We might have been successful. All right.
No, I won't be here. So
Yeah, that's right. You won't be here. And what if Rodney's not here? We know how terrible it goes.
Hayden should be like.
Hayden is not like Joe. Hayden is absolutely not like Joe. He will not come around to this side of the camera. All we get to see is the back of his hand. See? Watch. Candy. There's Hayden. That was great. That's all we get. And then we get hysterical laughter or just being pissed off on the side.
Yeah. You're not wrong.
Yeah, so yeah, don't set that on the keyboard this time. Kind of funny. Candy, we had one candy-induced technical difficulty tonight.
I've always got candy. I can be your.
Yes. And hey, and just a reminder, next month will be a month-long discussion about my masters for my mold making. The masters, like for the masters for this flash suppressor.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
E11 masters, all that kind of stuff.
Mir Sun,
DL44s. We're gonna talk. We're gonna
G34.
Yeah. So we're gonna go through my process. DLT19.
We're talking about like the
DT.
The scope.
So we're gonna go through all of. Basically, it really goes through my process of how I come up with a blaster. Really, if you think about it.
Yeah.
So
You're gonna have to load up a lot.
yeah.
Of.
Yeah. There's a lot of stuff I can go back and look at.
Well, I mean, because a lot of it's sitting right there.
Yeah, we're gonna start it off with
Load up a lot of documentation so people know what you're talking about.
So we're gonna start off.
I found this odd picture that just shows one side of the blaster that you never see when you get.
Or this.
I hear this a lot.
This glue mark right here. They knew something circular was here, but they didn't know what it was. So I got to figure out what works best to put there. And then so anyway, we'll go into that. We got a lot of good stuff on that because that's really where I'm
I know that's
most passionate, if you know what I mean.
Greedos is probably the one that you did the most research. That
Greedo was a lot of research, but there's been a lot of other blasters that was a lot more research than you actually noticed.
Well, I know, but I'm saying since I've been around, because you've been making blasters since before I was around.
Yes.
I know it's hard to believe.
Yes.
Yeah, you're blaming me for breaking those. And what are you doing?
I don't blame you for breaking. Yes, I do blame you for breaking. Matt breaks all the tabs off of these pencils.
You just broke it. I watched you do it.
It's right here. If I let him have this,
No.
it will not have this tab.
It's completely broken off. You don't lie to these people.
We're wrapped. Listen, that's not broken off. Anyway, if I hand this to him, we're wrapping up, so we're going to be on for another minute or two. And if I hand it to him, it'll
suddenly fall off, even without me touching it.
He'll be chewing on it.
Same with my penis.
He'll be cleaning it. Yeah. Well, anyway. So yeah, next month, I think that's going to be fun.
I look forward to it.
And we also get the Revell engine kit back out again.
I do love the Revell engine kit.
Yes.
When are we going to get back to Echo?
I'm thinking May. I'm thinking May. I want to get back. I do want to get back to Echo. We got Echo. He's staged over here. If you were, no, we're still.
Next month is April.
Yeah, we haven't even hit your birthday yet, dude. Your birthday is at the end of March, so I have.
When's your birthday?
Yeah,
yeah, because my son's is the 31st.
Yeah. They were both almost April Fools.
Yeah. My nephew is April Fool.
Did I tell you when it was he was born the first Australian year of Survivor? Remember they had that one girl that everybody hated that season? It was like the third season of Survivor, I think.
I don't watch it.
Anyway, it was the night she was going to be voted off, and
you stuck around for that. And then,
no. During the voting and the last half hour of the show, there wasn't a freaking nurse to be found on the maternity floor. Nowhere. There were none anywhere until the show was over. And then they came back in, checked on you.
Can't blame them. It's not like you're going anywhere.
And they started showing up.
A kid.
Yeah. They came in with the crushed ice and all that kind of stuff.
On.
Yeah.
For an hour, you'll be all right. Come on.
Yeah.
I was going to say something. Oh, yeah. When's your birthday? February 24th?
25th. 24th is Ukrainian Invasion Day, the day before my birthday.
I have to look something up.
He's the Russian.
Birthday coincides with another person's famous.
You know what? You know one of my favorite hats is, and I could not.
Yeah, the big floppy Russian hat.
Yeah, and I have not worn it. I actually had to put it away for the last few weeks of winter.
Why?
Huh? Just because the whole climate and everything. I didn't. We did see one though, didn't we?
Yeah.
We were at
Ushanka.
Yeah, Ushanka.
Ushanka.
We saw.
Hey, I got it right.
We saw a Soviet Ushanka at Bob Evans.
That guy was probably an ex-Soviet. For all I know.
So yeah.
He was wearing it. It had the hammer and sickle on it.
Yep.
Everything. Old guy.
Yeah.
Probably in the 60s.
He could have been
Probably fought in Afghanistan for all we know.
Yeah, we didn't talk to him, so we couldn't really, we were too busy ordering.
He was a spy.
Yeah, he was a spy. The one they forgot about. But anyway, I'm all done. You got anything else?
I ain't got anything.
So next week, we're giving away a DL21. I'm going to build that blaster, have it painted this weekend. It'll be ready for the show next week and to be given away. I actually have to order new boxes because all my blaster I'm down to
nickel plate that.
Shut up. I only have
fins on it.
The fins, yes. Yes. I could nickel plate the fins. It would just show off your work.
The thumbprint.
The thumbprint. Yeah. So if Matt ever has like a thumbprint access to anything, just buy one of my DL21s and lift his thumbprint off of that.
He's right.
The Hoth version. You have to get it off the Hoth version. But yeah, I'm all done. All the reviews next month. We got we did the electroplating for next week, the game, the giveaway, Caravan of Courage. Yeah, And then a preview of what we're doing next month.
Yay!
I think we're done for tonight. This has been one heck of a night. It's been very challenging, and I'm glad.
Been interesting.
I am glad we got Hayden back. It was probably the candy.
It was the candy. I forgot drinks tonight, but I brought candy.
The candy brought him back.
Yeah. Sprees. Who doesn't like sprees?
Anti-spree people.
Are you an anti-spree person?
I'm not trying to spree. Anyway, are you ready to say goodnight?
Good night.
See you guys next week. You won't see him though.
Oh.